It was a rainy evening and Siri felt bored. Suddenly, a golden glow appeared in the dark sky. The glow turned into a ladder, stretching up into the clouds. Siri saw the ladder and felt curious. What could it be? She ran outside to see the ladder up close. Siri touched the ladder. It felt warm and magical. She felt brave and started to climb, leaving the rainy world behind. Siri climbed higher and reached a magical sky full of stars. Then she saw it, a grand library floating on glowing clouds. Siri stepped onto a glowing staircase leading to the library. The big golden door slowly opened as if waiting for her. Siri stepped inside and gasped. The library was the biggest she had ever seen. A tall figure appeared and said, "Welcome to the Library of Stories." The keeper said, "The books are losing their magic. Their stories are not finished. You must enter each book and complete its story," the keeper said. As she picked one book, Siri found herself in a kingdom made of clouds, with golden towers and silver gates. 3 glowing clouds said, "To open the gate, solve this riddle. I am not alive, but I grow. I need air, but no lungs. What am I?" Siri said, "Fire!" The chains disappeared. Siri walked through the kingdom, amazed by glowing rivers and golden towers. But in the distance, she saw a tall, dark tower. It looked scary. Siri found a misty bridge leading to the dark tower. A strong wind began to blow, shaking the bridge. Siri reached the tower's giant door, glowing red. The door spoke. "Answer this to enter. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I?" Siri said, "Footsteps." The door creaked open. The next book took Siri to a fiery land filled with danger. A shadowy figure appeared and said, "To pass, prove your courage." The shadowy figure created a path of fiery stones for Siri to cross. Siri reached the end and found a glowing golden flame. The shadowy figure disappeared, leaving behind glowing embers. Siri returned to the library holding the glowing book. The last book glowed faintly, waiting for Siri to open it. Siri floated in a magical sky filled with glowing stars. A glowing figure said, "The stars are fading. You must help me restore them." The star keeper said, "Find the hidden star inside the crystal tree." A magical owl said, "Answer this. I speak without a mouth. I hear without ears. What am I?" Siri said, "An echo." The star burst free. The star floated into the sky, making it a little brighter. The star keeper said, "Collect starlight fragments to light the next star." Siri searched carefully, collecting the glowing starlight pieces. She placed the fragments into the star and it began to glow. Another star called to Siri, flickering faintly in the distance. She found a hidden door that needed a riddle to unlock. The door asked, "I am always moving, but I never have legs. You can feel me, but you can't see me. What am I?" Siri said, "The wind." The door opened. In the hidden chamber, Siri found another trapped star. Siri touched the vines and the star broke free with a burst of light. With each star, the sky grew brighter and more magical. The star keeper gave her one last challenge: light the final star. Siri returned to the library, holding the glowing book. The library glowed as its magic came alive again. The keeper said, "You have restored the stories and saved the library." The books danced joyfully, their magic restored. One glowing book floated towards Siri. It seemed different from the others. The keeper said, "This book is yours. Inside are new adventures waiting to be discovered." Siri looked around the library one last time. It was more magical than ever. She waved goodbye to the keeper and began walking toward the glowing doors. Siri stepped back onto the glowing staircase, ready to return home. As she walked, the stars around her twinkled brighter, as if saying goodbye. Siri smiled as she looked at her new book. This was just the beginning of many adventures to come.
Thanks for watching Tiny Tales. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.